I got all my lights on in here because it's very dark here in Atlanta, Georgia. All right, asking it is given. We're going to talk about exactly what that means and how it works. Because a lot of people say it's not working. I'm going to share with you the actual true meaning of that and how you can switch over to something that is even more powerful that will help you to go in that state of manifesting anything. Are you ready to do that? Let's go. Welcome to Landria Onkka on YouTube. I'm Landria Onkka, here to guide you to whatever it is you choose to create in your life. There's no right nor wrong. Whatever you choose for you is right. We don't need to impose that on other people or argue about it. Okay, today we're going to talk about asking is given. Why is it I'm asking and it's not being given? Why is it law of attraction isn't working for me? Both of those statements have been misinterpreted by people who believe that it means that I'm here and that there's something out there that's going to come to me. You are one, you are everything, you have access to everything, you are absolutely a part of everything, so there's nothing to get. There's nothing to attract. It already exists. You are already an awakened, perfect, pure light being. What's happening here is the facade that creates the experience of what you are not in your purest form, to know that. Does that make sense? So we're experiencing everything but the pure light and love of which we come from, which we are, which we all are, with no separation in that, in bodies, form, nothing. It's all part of the holographic experience. What does asking is given mean? Let's start with that one. You're always asking and you're always receiving. It's always being given. It's not, oh, I'll go into my day and blah, 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 and then, oh, I would like a new home. I'm going to ask. I'm asking and it'll be given. You actually 24/7 are asking all the time with the thoughts. So if all day long you're going, oh, I don't have a nice house and I really want that place and blah, blah, but you're saying, that's your ask. That's it. That's your ask. I'm asking for not having a nice place, not being able to afford it, blah, 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 blah. And then you come over here and you say, I would like a beautiful home to change this. But you've already asked by believing you aren't that. Pretty powerful, huh? So I'm asking this one moment, 3 seconds to manifest anything. Have you seen my video? Because the 3 seconds that you're focused, 99% of the time, you're focused on what I don't have and the negativity. And then you come over here and you go, oh, well, I would like this. And it's like, wait a second. You know, the 99% is canceling out the 1%. It's really never going to manifest because even though you want it, you're over here seeing and believing what this is, which you've created also. You're always asking. So when you want to go into manifesting anything, which is what I teach, you have to shift into the person who already has it. And that's the toughest thing because you say, well, I don't have it. It's out. What am I going to act like I have it and I'm in a cracker box in a crime rate area? No. You know that that exists, so you start to plan for it. You quit questioning. You're grateful for what you do have, and you change the thinking. What thinking got you in that situation? What was the thinking that got you here? Because you have to shift that thinking because everything's energy, and the ask is going on all the time, and that's the ask. All right? Are you ready to switch over? Law of attraction doesn't work for most people. It's always working, but it's not working the way you want because you believe that you, the person who's here that doesn't have something, has to attract something out there that you don't have. Until this shifts into something else, you will shift into that thing that already exists. It doesn't come to you. It always a probability exists, but you're over here thinking and behaving like a broke person, or a person who doesn't have good relationships, or a person who never gets a good job, or a person who's unhealthy. You're still acting and believing and thinking this way, and you want to come over to here. You think that this person can attract this. It's impossible because you're not on that frequency. You have to be on the frequency of this, and then boom, wait, it was always here. I didn't have to attract it. I become it. Be. All right? I am. So the I am applies to everything. It all exists. How do you do that? Ask yourself what's holding you back. There has to be a belief or a thought. So here's what I teach. If you've taken my Breakthrough Fear class, one of the biggest, most powerful topics in those lessons is we put asking is given aside, because in our mind we've been trained to think that we're asking and we're going to be given something out here. So I just put it over here and I say give, and that's what you will receive. You are receiving everything you're giving. So instead of asking and it's going to be given to me, ask me, bring me, I switch it and I say give, because when you give, you are now switching into expansion. There's enough. And so when you send that message into the universe, guess what? You receive 10 times or more. And it comes in different ways. You never give to get something. You give freely and expect nothing. So many of you are, I am giving, I'm doing all the right things, and nobody's giving me anything, because you're expecting something, and that's not giving. Giving is, here it is, and if I never see it again and you didn't even thank me, I'm okay with that. That's true giving. You have to go into that state of giving. So when you go to that state of giving, it's like, there is abundance. I don't need a thank you, because my giving and what I did is enough. What you do with it, or what you think or say about it, is your thing, your choice. And I'm not going to judge that. So when I'm giving, I'm saying, abundance, I have. And you receive what you give instantaneously. So it's happening. It's happening. So things start to align to bring that into your reality as a human being. When we're on the other side, when we're out of these bodies, these limiting bodies, these dense bodies, a thought, that's no fun, right? This is the fun, I know it. This is fun. Yeah, it's supposed to be. And it can be. You will shift into something so amazing when you realize, what am I giving? What am I giving instead of, what am I asking for to receive? It's given to me. What am I, put it aside. Giving is receiving. Giving is abundance. Giving is expansion. Giving is lack nothing. Giving is I am everything and I have everything. And I know that in the material world, when I place my focus on something that I desire, and I'm in giving mode, it shows up. I know some of you are going to be confused by that. You're going to say, wait a second, if I want something and I'm giving, how does it come to me? Because you're just giving, and you say, I desire this, but you put no thoughts around it. But you have to be clear on that. I have a new course. I know you guys are talking to me about, well, what am I coming up with next? I've got all kinds of master classes, like 2-hour classes you can go in and take that are really powerful. I give you practices in these classes. I'm going to come out with a new course. It's going to be sort of a beginner course called Total Clarity. So if you're not clear to the universe, it doesn't know what you want. It's not separate from you. If you don't know, it doesn't know, because it is you. Does this make sense? This is so tough because we think of ourselves as little things. And you're not. You're that. Give. But no buts on my channel. No buts. Here's your spiritual butt kick. All right? No buts on my channel. Unless they don't have limitations attached to them, the buts. no limitations. This is an experience. You chose it. Accept who you are. People want to be somebody different. Well, okay, when you transition, come back as somebody different. Who are you now? Be that. That's not being grateful. When you guys want to change who you are, you're not grateful for who you are. And if you're grateful for who you are, every little stinking wart on you, then the wart disappears. And you look younger. And you're happier and healthier. All those things happen because you are grateful for who you are. And then all of a sudden, the universe is grateful because that's your message, and your health and everything raises. Does this make sense? No more asking is given. You're doing that all the time. What am I asking? That's a thought. I just asked for that. That was a negative thought. I just asked, and it's given every moment. And that's why you may be in a situation that you don't desire, or certain things don't manifest for you. You're asking in that thing that you desire something that is a block. You don't deserve it. You have anger attached to it, resentment to people who may have, brought you up or taught you or whatever it is, or you've been in a relationship. Let it go. I am that. I am. Let it go. It's the most beautiful thing you can do, because anything else is judgment. You were wrong. When you go into true forgiveness, you don't even have to forgive, because you realize they didn't do anything wrong. To forgive. It was just all part of what we agreed to, and they were my greatest teacher. What's to forgive? There's pain involved. There's pain involved in this planet. But struggle is when you battle it. Battle nothing. Battle nothing. Create. Expand. Give. Please subscribe to my channel. Share these. You can click the little bell, and it will notify you of my next video, which I post every 2 to 3 days. I'm a busy girl. I'm going to keep cranking these messages out. You don't have to believe what I say. I respect everyone and their thoughts. But perhaps I can say something one day that'll expand you into something much bigger and greater, so that you can recognize that you are absolutely pure and beautiful right now. You don't have to achieve that. You are that right now. Everything else is the contrast to know that. That's it. Know it. And all blocks will be removed, and you'll start to manifest unbelievable, amazing things. All right? You can subscribe. And then this is for my internet training. I got trained on the internet to create online businesses so that I could travel, so that I could have freedom, so that I could do things that I love, instead of doing things I don't love to get paid. You're whole and perfect, strong and powerful, loving, harmonious, and happy. You're beautiful and perfect. You're unconditionally loved. I really mean that. That's a fact for all of us. Namaste.